So the question was presented, should we fire Alvin Gentry? And in a screen that is very white, so watch out, the results were unanimous. More people wanted to swag out with the tags out than actually keep the guy. So Alvin, while I'm sure you're a good dude, you're gone. And now we must sign a computer-generated 2K coach who, if he was real, would have a job because he's way too damn good, and that is the great Benjamin Walker, who according to 2K is a defensive aficionado who can hopefully transform us, because we need it. Now, his play style is balanced, which we're going to stick with, because I think we got in trouble by committing to one side of the floor a little too much. But hopefully the defense can be better, because Austin Rivers put up 20-something points against us, and we were giving up some career games to a few dudes. So just having a better coach and a couple of game plan adjustments, maybe that's all we need. Or maybe this will go poorly too, and then we're on the way to a disaster. We're going to simulate a couple games. 2 victories is good. We do lose to OKC by only 1 point, but we can see that we actually go 4-1 in the 5 games with our new head coach. I could start with the defense. I'm actually going to start with Drew Holiday. His best 4 games of the season offensively, he was actually efficient. Before this, the dude was shooting like 42% from the field or something like that. And even that was good for him. I mean, the dude was bricking from everywhere. 3-pointers, shots at the rim, pull-up mid-rangers. I have to assume he was bricking on all these. I wasn't playing all of these games, but now it seems that he's been able to flow within the offense a little bit more. I think some of this is from us slowing the pace down. You may remember that we decided to do that. I believe the end of the last video, because I think we were shooting the ball so much and it was making Drew shoot more, and I think that was hurting his percentages. So now slowing it down a little bit and having him shoot a few less times a game while also us having a more methodical offense rather than just fast break, fast break, fast break, it seems to be helping him out. Also, this game was played in New Orleans, not Miami, so this is awkward. And if we've got Drew playing well and being that really good two-way player, then I think we're a pretty difficult team to deal with, because Anthony Davis is so damn good that just having one other guy who can be maybe the 22nd best player in the league, that's really damn good. Now we get to the defense. The 3rd best defensive team in the league in the last 5 games. Now that is what I am looking for. This game against OKC, Paul George and Westbrook still did really well against us, but the only other guy to do remotely anything, scoring-wise at least, was Dennis Schroeder. And even then, he didn't shoot like amazingly well from the field. 8 for 19 is, well, it's still pretty okay, but we didn't get murdered. You know, the last time we faced these guys, Jeremy Grant scored like 19 points on us. So we actually gave ourselves a chance in this one. Schroeder was still good enough to where maybe I could have gotten one clip of him actually making a basket, but we're here now and we're just going to get through it. This game against the Bucks, my goodness, 7 for 22 from Giannis, and then Middleton, 8 for 17 is pretty okay, but still, you know, we made him work for it, and we had Giannis play a legitimately under-average game for him. I mean, the dude had like 4 turnovers, I believe it was, and he shot poorly from the field. The guy who is maybe the most impossible dude to defend now, when he's just getting a head of steam towards the basket, is most impossible, proper English, I don't know. So that's huge, and that is a massive step up from before. So Benjamin Walker, whoever you are, whether you're a real person, whether your name is just simply Benjamin Walker, or if you are based on someone in like 2K's offices or whatever, I salute you, because now we're actually a winning team under your coaching. I need to think of a way to fill in the next 30 seconds with Chris Middleton footage. I guess we can talk about the Bucks just in general. Well, actually, first, let me rationalize why you're going to see 2 clips of him getting fouled, but I'm trying to use the tagline of "we played good defense." I don't know, we were physical and we intimidated him. That's my reasoning. Anyway, as for the Bucks in real life, Budenholzer's offense seems pretty good. More ball movement, more player movement, off-ball screens. I think Brook Lopez and Ilyasova will help, even if I don't love the length of Ilyasova's contract. But still, more shooting around Giannis is always a good thing, so they look pretty okay. This game against the Heat, Goran Dragic was not good, 6 for 19. Now, he did go 2 for 11 from outside, so there's a chance that he just got a bunch of wide-open shots and they simply didn't go in, but because we had other impressive defensive performances, I'm going to assume that we were in the guy's jersey the entire game, you know? Our point guards got around screens to where he couldn't get open. They were there to contest any pull-ups. If anybody was switched onto him, they got onto him quick enough to where he couldn't just shoot an open three. We can assume. And then this game here against the Celtics, Kyrie Irving, I mean, he was good, but he didn't kill us. If you can hold Kyrie to 21 points, 1 assist, and 4 turnovers, I would consider that a success. Is it possible that Drew Holiday's improvement on offense is allowing him to be better defensively? Well, I mean, this may be too advanced for 2K simulation, but I guess the idea could be because we are scoring a little bit more. If anything, just because Drew is making his shots now, then that allows us to establish our defense in more half-court settings, on top of us not running up and down the floor like crazy people, which allows the pace to slow down, once again set up your defense more. And right now, teams are having a really tough time scoring on us. And if we can keep this up, we should be pretty damn good. Finally, against the Detroit Pistons, Blake Griffin with 8 points. Drummond and Pachulia combined for nearly 50, but I'm going to ignore that and just pay attention to Blake the Snake. He's not a snake. He's a pretty good dude. It just rhymes, so I went with it. The Pistons are going to be weird this season, because part of me believes they could surprise some people, like if they have enough shooting on the perimeter and Drummond and Blake's spacing is good. But it could also go bad if the spacing is rough, Reggie Jackson is still himself, and whatever the hell else. But yeah, I had to get Anthony Davis in this video at least a little bit. Now, with all this being said, I don't think this is a sure thing, because number one, a lot of these games were really close, so they could have been losses if a couple of plays didn't go our way. And also, if we can look at our offense a little bit here, we're not taking that many threes. That could be a problem, so we might have to bump that up a little bit. But still, improvement, winning. Seems like we're not just going to fall out of the playoff race. Pretty good, but we got to keep it going.